what's up guys, it's Rosebud and welcome to my channel. I hope you're fine, I hope you're great, and I hope this video finds you well. Happy New Year. I hope you all entered 2020 on the right foot, and I hope that you're all doing your best to make this 2020 the best year, best decade ever. As for me, it's been a little bit of a rough start, but that's a whole different story. Today I want to share with you 5 healthy money habits that I've learned from Germany. And without further ado, let's get straight to it. Point number 1. The best, the most essential thing I learned about money, about finances in Germany, was to track my money. It sounds so easy, but most people never get to track their money. And I'm not talking about every year when you look at your bank receipts and see, I don't know, how much went for this year. No. Not even on a monthly or a weekly basis, I mean on a daily basis. Most Germans, when they go home, they log in on their online banking and they check out what has been happening to their money that day. They see, how much did I spend on food today, how much money did I spend on drinks today, and so on. And at the end of the month, you have this idea of where your money went to. We don't want to sit there at the end of the day and wonder, where did my money go? No. So yes, track your incomes, track your expenses. This is the only way you'll get to know how much you spend on food, how much you spend on going out with friends, how much you spend on your rent, on your car, on your transportation or whatever. This is the only way, and this is the only way we can get to cut out things which are not necessary, or even see that we are overspending on things that we did not think we are. You have no idea how much I check my bank receipt. I'm like, I went out for food that much this month, and I'm like, this has to stop. And this is the only way I can cut and check and reduce and so on and so forth. Yeah. So tracking your money. This was the best lesson I could learn from Germany. Thank you, Germany. Thank you. The second thing I learned about money in Germany was that quality is better than quantity. Okay? And this applies in all areas. If you are going to purchase something and you're looking for, let's say, a pair of shoes, it's better you go for that a little bit expensive pair of shoes than wasting your little bit coin that you think is cheap and buying the other pair where you're going to need another pair in half a year and another pair in another half a year. And within 2 years you will have 5 pairs, whereas you could have just had the one pair, the good one, really good looking pair that you bought, which was of high quality. So it might not seem like it's a financial gain because you're buying a little bit expensive but of a good value. But at the end of the day, I have realized quality comes before quantity. The more quality stuff you have, the less of it you will see, and of course they will last longer, so the less you spend on them. Yeah. The third thing I learned about money was saving. Saving. You might be there at home wondering, how am I supposed to be saving if I don't even have enough to live today, right? But in every cent that you get, in every coin that you receive as your income, there has to be a calculated saving percent in it. This is a lesson I had to learn the hard way. It took me really long years before I could really get an intact saving plan. and I have to thank Germany for that, because this is a life-saving lesson. Because imagine if you have no savings at all and something happens and things happen. This world is so unpredictable. Things always happen, unpredictable stuff, and then you will need some cash and then you have nothing. Imagine. So yeah, Germany taught me to save, and it's not just about putting that extra coin aside, which is very important, but Germans also have tons of insurances where they can lean back on in case of any emergency. So insurances comes with savings together, and this is something I learned the hard way in Germany. So saving, saving, saving. The fourth thing I learned about money in Germany was the use of debit cards instead of credit cards. In many countries outside Germany where you go, they all use credit cards, and credit card is that source of finance where they are taking money where there isn't any, right? So in every time you're using a credit card, you're going on debt, right? Until you pay that money to your credit card, then you're debt free. So Germans, really, most Germans, I could confidently say 90% of Germans use their debit cards, and actually I think even 50% of them still use cash, which is even better. Because, stay with me, when you are using your cash, you go to your ATM or to your bank account, to the account, and you pick up maybe 200 euros, and you know these 200 euros I have to survive the next 2 weeks. Okay, you have the cash in your pocket. So every time you're buying something, you're checking how much is remaining. Every time you're buying something, you're like, ooh, I just have 50 euros of, remaining, and I still have 3 days to go. Will I be able to make it? So when you have your cash in the pocket, you spend it more mindfully than when you just have your credit card, which you are just throwing over the counter, getting your shoes, getting your clothes, getting your grocery, and you even don't know how much you're really spending and how much is still remaining. But when you have your cash, that's the time you can get to really control how much you spend. So yeah, cash, better. Debit card, okay, because if you have no cash in your money, your debit card will not work. So it will be like you're not going into any debt, you're just spending your money. But credit card is like the real enemy, because you're just going into debt even though you really don't have any cash on you, which is really bad. So great lesson learned. Use cash or debit cards instead of credit cards. Thank you, Germany. The fifth thing that I learned in Germany about money is the conscious spending. And this is the one trait of Germans which makes them feel like they are stingy in a way, but it's a really good practice if you think about it. And this is where you have Germans following up to every cent they own. That means if you're buying something and you are supposed to get your 1 cent, 2 cent back, the German will stand there and say, I'm waiting for my change. Give me my 2 cents back. But in many countries, including Kenya, if it's such a little small amount, they'll just be like, assume and just ignore it and go, and it's like, keep it. It's like, you know, peanuts, keep it. But Germans, they are very conscious about every cent they possess. So when you're going out like with friends and you are, I don't know, dividing the bill, and after dividing the bill, it's like everyone pays 19 euros 22 cents. You have to give every German the 22 cents. You're not just going to be 19 euros 20 cents, it's okay. No, you're going to give to the last cent. They have this conscious spending of every coin. So it's like, you know, at that small little moment, that tiny amount doesn't feel like much, because I mean it's just 5 cents, right? But if you calculate all year long, you've been giving 2 cents there, 5 cents there, 3 cents there. In 10 years, it comes to a little larger sum of money, right? And you can imagine this is something that Germans learn from childhood, so they grow up knowing that every cent they possess is valuable, right? It's not like just go throw it somewhere, it's not of any meaning. Oh, every cent is valuable, and that's why it's followed and tracked to the end. So it's my money, give it to me. You don't just have, you just don't keep my 1 cent just because it's 1 cent. No, give it to me, my money. Right, so thank you so much for watching. Those are the top 5 money habits, healthy money habits that I learned from Germany. I hope I could help one or the other who might be looking for a tip here and there to do a little bit of healthy finance management through 2020. And if I could help you, you're welcome. And if you've not subscribed, please do. And till then, stay blessed. Ciao. Damn.